So YouTube recently decided to fuck its users up the ass, yet again, this time by punishing content creators who express original thoughts on sensitive topics. Now they have the right to basically shut down your income if you make videos that are excessive in foul language, talking about drugs, talking about controversial shit related to politics, wars, and so on, so on. So basically it's everything I talk about. So naturally people contact me like, "Hey man, what's gonna happen to your channel?" And I'm like, eh? Because this shit isn't new to me. Like, I don't know why people are getting surprised. Like, a couple of months ago, I noticed that all my videos on cannabis are demonetized. Every video that's slightly related to Islam is demonetized, despite the fact that I actually defend secular Muslims in those videos. I mean, I'm only criticizing fundamentalists and radicals. So apparently YouTube makes no distinction between radical Muslims and terrorists and ordinary Muslims, which is kind of offensive. And also H3H3 Productions made a video just recently talking about how he noticed this shit 2 years ago when he uploaded a video that was kind of clickbaity. You know, it had like a sexual reference in the title and the thumbnail. And what happened was the video was monetized, it was allowed to be monetized, but he made 90% less than he would usually make on a monetized video. So even if your videos get monetized, they're still gonna lurk their dicks up your ass. And you're not gonna like it. It's not that kind of ass fucking. Like, it's a metaphor, okay? So yeah, I've had my videos demonetized before, and I don't know, I guess I didn't think it was worth mentioning because it didn't surprise me in any way. So these regulations that have popped up aren't new to me because I read like similar shit when I looked into why a video wasn't eligible for monetization. Basically, you're not allowed to make money off of a video if it's even somewhat offensive, which is, you know, kind of interesting because that basically includes every well-reasoned opinion ever. The only way you could not offend someone is if you dilute your message to the point where it appeals to everyone. And that's just gay. Like, that is just not gonna give anyone any perspective. If you want to give people perspective, you need to challenge what's already their existing worldview. So basically YouTube is advocating mental stagnation. Google is not helping society become a better place. So you might expect me to get mad, but I've stopped caring. It's not surprising, and I basically never made shit from YouTube to begin with. And I think this whole situation shows primarily two things. First thing is that Patreon is more important than ever. That's basically how YouTubers stay alive nowadays. And something a lot of people don't understand is that if you're a YouTuber who talks about sensitive topics, you're not gonna have a normal fucking job. Because nobody is gonna wanna hire you. And if, despite everything, you would manage to get a job, the social justice warriors who want to make your life a living hell would call your boss and get you fired by making up lies about you being a racist or a pedophile or, you know, whatever. They're pretty creative and they have no limits, so just whatever. People don't really understand the social risks you take by doing what we do. So funding is essential if you want to keep this shit going. So that's pretty much that. And considering the amount of energy and research it takes to make a video, if you actually had a normal job, you wouldn't have time to make videos. At least not good videos, like informative videos. So I think that's something people should consider more. And, you know, people think that unless they can give someone $50 a month, it's not worth it. Fuck no. No, really no. $1 a month is gonna do a lot. If all my subscribers gave me $1 a month, I'd make $80,000 a month, which is fucking crazy. If everyone does a little, it will go a really long way. I make sure to donate to some of my favorite creators. I give them $2 each a month. And right now I'm making the same amount, approximately the same amount as when I was on welfare. And I can still afford that shit. So there's not really that many excuses to me. Like, if you like something someone does and want to see more of that, then help them. The second thing it shows is that I think YouTube is dying. I was shocked to find this out, but YouTube is not making any money. After paying for all the necessary equipment to deliver fast videos and pay people for content, the site barely breaks even. There's numerous reasons to why this is, so I'm gonna link these articles in the video description and I would advise you to read them. But basically, they're really fucking desperate. I mean, they've actually been paying certain YouTubers bonuses so they won't change to another platform. And YouTube is primarily drawing a young audience, which is actually quite narrow. It's not that big. So they're not making a lot. And I think what they've done now shows that they are really fucking desperate. It kind of makes sense to censor us this way. Because, let's be honest, the absolute majority of YouTubers are not controversial. This just isn't gonna apply to them. They're kid-friendly and, you know, wholesome. Got those family ideals. They never say the word nigger. They could never offend anyone. They promote race mixing and... okay, I'm just gonna... yeah, that was a joke. Fuck you, the alt-right, by the way. What I'm trying to get at is that they're just not going to be affected by this. The way I see it, what you have on YouTube is like a small clique of anti-establishment pundits, and they're just, you know, an irrelevant pain in the ass. So you can just censor them and it's not gonna fucking matter, because the majority of YouTube's users are not hanging out at my channel or Gavin McInnes' channel or Sargon of Akkad's channel. The majority of users are watching fucking cat videos. You know, on one hand, controversy will create views, but it's not necessarily the good kind of views. It does come at a price, and I think that the reason they've done this attack on all of the anti-PC YouTubers, basically, is because they want to keep sponsors and shit, I guess. You know, they want people to keep paying for advertisement. I mean, if a company gets associated paying for ads to a racist YouTube channel, they might get a lot of shit, you know, in this era of political correctness. So I think it's what they've done is understandable, at least. It's not nice, it's fucked up, it's kind of raping freedom of expression. I mean, they're basically combating people who want to talk about real issues. They basically want to take YouTube and turn it into Disney, which is kind of perverse. And at first I was like into this idea that we should create an alternative. We need some fucking libertarian anarchist nerds who know their shit to basically rip off YouTube's layout, because it has a nice layout. Perhaps we should jump back in time a few years though, because YouTube used to look a lot better than it is now, and it used to work a lot better. I mean, nobody fucking uses personal messages anymore, you know? So it used to be better. They should like rip off YouTube 5 years ago. And just not rape freedom of speech. Just not turn it into some greedy corporate bullshit. And the reason I say libertarians is because we need someone who hates the government and loves freedom of speech to do this shit. You know, it's worked out really well for Silk Road. It doesn't matter how many times their admins go to jail, a new one is gonna pop up because they love the idea. They love the ideal of freedom. So, in a way, we need something that's based around an idea. But then I realized that requires a shitload of money. Money that nerds don't have. So I don't really know what to do. Anyway, if you have any ideas on how to solve this degradation of social media, leave it in the comment section, because I don't have any. And I'd like to hear yours. Bye.